Okay, good morning. Welcome to the fourth annual Plato MI3 Academic Conference. My name is Michael Bolero. I'm the CEO of Plato Partnership. A little bit about Plato. Plato Partnership is a not-for-profit company comprising of asset managers, broker-dealers who are collaborating to bring creative solutions and efficiencies to today's complex equity marketplace. European markets have witnessed major regulatory change over the last few years, with more change expected in the near future. At the same time, as we enter into a post-COVID environment, I firmly believe that great change will take place within the financial industry over the next 3 years. All of this should allow us to witness a new wave of technological innovation and a potential changing of business models that could allow European markets to be an area of major excitement for both members of our industry and academics to focus on. With this opportunity for great change to our industry, Plato believes it is important to take a truly collaborative approach to enhance the reputation of equity markets and improve the trading experience for the benefit of all market participants. At the heart of Plato Partnership is our academic division, which is called MI3. To this end, it is essential that Plato help establish and promote more interest in academic work across European markets. Our goal is to try to stimulate the debate around the future of market structure design. And input from the world of academia is critical to help policymakers make more informed decisions. And building a stronger bond between industry participants and the world of academia is extremely important to help building a better and a stronger financial ecosystem. We hope events like this is the first step of many of achieving that milestone. Today, we have a fantastic agenda for you today with many interesting presentations that we believe will be very thought-provoking. We have an industry panel, some of the smartest folks in the business that will look at the impact of COVID on the financial industry and discuss the potential regulatory changes to come in 2021. I wanted to thank the many members of Plato, the Plato team that helped to bring this event to life today, as well as a special thanks to Mark Wilcox, who's the COO of Plato, and a great team at Cicero for all the work that they've done over the last couple of months, working beyond the call of duty to bring this event to life today. I also wanted to thank, of course, our esteemed presenters today. We're honored to have you. Great privilege to have you today with us. So we wanted to thank you for your support. Also wanted to thank our amazing panelists ahead of time for their time today as well, and I'm sure a very stimulating debate. And lastly, I wanted to thank Professor Carol Compton-Ford for all of her outstanding work that has gone into creating today's event for us. So with that, I'd like to formally introduce, I'm sure you all know, Professor Carol Compton-Ford, Professor of Finance at the University of New South Wales Business School in Sydney. And also, I'm very proud to say, the academic advisor to Plato Partnership. Thank you. Carol.
Thanks very much, Mike. Welcome, everyone. From the academic perspective, I guess we have the mirror image of what Mike said. We're excited as academics to contribute to the industry debate and to contribute to policy. And so conferences like this, where we can bring together researchers and practitioners, is really important to the work that we do as well. This is a truly global conference. We have presenters and discussants from the UK, from France, from Switzerland, Sweden, the Netherlands, the US, Canada, India, and even Australia. So our new virtual world means that those of us in far-flung places no longer suffer jet lag, but some people are joining us at very weird hours. So we appreciate everyone doing that to join the conference. Before we get started, I wanted to thank the program committee, who are a number of academics who have helped review and rate all of the papers that were submitted to the conference to help us to identify the best papers to include today. So that program committee comprised Sabrina Bougie, Harry Dauphine, Thierry Foucault from HEC Paris, Johan Hagströmer from the Stockholm Business School, Richard Payne from the Cass Business School, Yazid Shariah from Norges Bank Investment Management and the Plato Partnership, Eric Thiessen from the University of Mannheim, Ingrid Werner from the Ohio State University, and Barbara Rindy from Bocconi University. And you'll see some of those people pop up during the conference as discussants of the papers that get presented. So just on to some housekeeping before we get started. The format for the sessions is that we have an hour for each paper. That will comprise, firstly, 30 minutes for the presenter to present. We'll take a short break halfway through that presentation to answer any clarifying questions that people might have as we go along. So do feel free to send questions through the web chat, and I can relay those to the presenters at the halfway point. After the presentation, we'll have a discussant. Those of you that are not familiar with how academia and the peer review process works, at an academic conference, typically we have a discussant who provides feedback and critiques the paper after the authors have presented the work to help them improve the work that they're doing. We're going to be continuing that tradition at this conference, but we've asked the discussants not to focus on the technical details of the paper, but instead to focus on the implications and the policy and how the research might be improved, perhaps with access to better data, and what about the paper is relevant for understanding policy-related questions. So the discussants will have 10 minutes, and then for the remaining 15 minutes, we'll have Q&A from the audience. This is unfortunately going to be limited to web chat, so send in your questions and I'll relay them to the presenter as we move through. I encourage you to ask as many questions as you have so that we keep that discussion lively. I'll also give the authors a chance in that time to respond to any issues that have been raised by the discussant if that's necessary. The way the Zoom session, these sessions are set up means that I need to log out and log in between each paper presentation. So you'll see me momentarily disappear and join you after each session is finished. So let's get started.